What's up guys, welcome to yet another video. Today's video we're just going to be talking about how to be able to integrate your YouTube channel or your videos into social media. Basically the whole purpose of this is to help you to be able to boost viewership, to boost subscriber. Yeah, so if you're looking forward to being successful in YouTube, being able to upgrade or basically build your audience, I think this should be the video that you're going to be wanting to watch. Nonetheless, stick around to the very end. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, smash the thumbs up button if you like the video, and don't forget to hit the notification bell icon so that you get notified whenever I'm going to be making another upload. But nonetheless, without further ado, let's get right into it. So basically, we're going to be talking about how to be able to integrate your videos into social media. Now, there are so many platforms out there that basically are geared towards helping upcoming YouTubers such as myself to be able to advertise what exactly it is that we are shooting or producing or whatever term you might feel confident using. But nonetheless, there are several options. Before we get started, first I just want to say a very big thank you to all of you. I started off this channel quite recently. Right now we've crossed over 1,000 subscribers, so we're just waiting for a few hours to hit in, and then we are able to get monetized. But stay tuned because I'll be doing a video about that later on in the future once everything is sorted out. But with respect to the particular video that we are making today, there are so many things that people tend to neglect when it comes to YouTube. People think that, okay, if I'm going to be shooting videos and putting them up on YouTube, then the best way to do that would just be shoot and just upload it. But nonetheless, it's not always the best way to do, provided taking into consideration you don't already have an audience. Now, once you're able to build a huge audience, it's okay for you to just post it without having to repost on other medias or social media platforms, because at the end of the day you have your audience and they're basically following you throughout. But in instances where you're new to all this and you're trying to build a particular audience, the best way to go about it would be to integrate it into other social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter. Basically, there are so many of them currently. I personally had a lot of views specifically from Facebook, because on Facebook I had over 3,000 subscribers, or basically friends there, and it gave me the opportunity to keep posting and reposting, and most of the people that came, according to the stats on my analytics, basically shows that most of my views do come from Facebook, and that's where most of the subscribers are coming from, because my friends see this and then they tend to subscribe because they want to see exactly what is going on with me and stuff like that and what I'm doing. But nonetheless, that is one best way to be able to go about it. So before we get started, I just want to hint a few things, because it's very crucial to not just post anything on social media. You want something that people would actually want and see something, and then actually transition into your YouTube channel. So first and foremost, we're going to be talking about gear, which I already spoke about in my previous video, but I'm just going to give some brief introduction or brief message about that. With respect to gear, we're going to be talking about lights, we're going to be talking about camera, we're going to be talking about basically the overall quality of your videos that you're going to be putting out. We're also going to be talking about editing your videos, how would be the best way for you, depending on your level, basically. So at the end of the day, taking into consideration, I'm not really good at editing. So most of my videos I just tweak here and there and then just upload them. So I have a specific software that I use that basically caters to my needs. So with respect to that, I think it's okay for me. But nonetheless, I don't know exactly how it's going to be for you guys. So it depends what is okay for you or what kind of system that you use, because I'm using a MacBook, so because of that I have access to, for instance, iMovie, but you might be using Windows and you wouldn't have access to that. So the first thing that I want to talk about is your content. What are you going to be doing? What is your video going to be about? What is your video going to be about? Or what are your videos going to be about? What is your channel about? You need to know exactly what you're going to shoot, and basically you need to have a niche at the end of the day. You need to know what it is that you're going to be producing for people to watch, to be able to create an audience around that particular topic. In my case, for instance, I want to start a YouTube channel with respect to cars, but taking into consideration with the COVID, with winter coming, lockdown, it kind of makes things a bit difficult. So I found myself in a position where I'm shooting videos to help educate people who want to be able to start a YouTube channel, which can actually be a niche, but that's not my main goal. It's just something that I want to do, to bring it out to people, to let people understand how to be able to start something. And then later on in the future, once things have cooled down, where we can mingle with each other and stuff like that, then I'll be able to have access to those cars that I actually plan on getting, and then be able to have that kind of high quality videos for you guys. Also, this is kind of like a rehearsal period for me because I've never been in front of the camera. Most of the times I'm behind the camera shooting or something, so it's all new to me and it's kind of weird for me. Now I do understand why sometimes people ask me when I'm doing some photo shoots or something, tell me how to pose, tell me what to do and that kind of thing, but now I'm trying to learn. So hopefully in the future, once I actually start with the actual content that I want to produce, I'm going to be in a position where the content is going to be better and greater for you guys to be able to enjoy. So first, you need to know what exactly you're going to be doing. The second thing is you need to know which gear you're going to be using. Now, at the end of the day, if I'm going on Facebook or I'm going on Twitter or I'm checking out on TikTok or something like this, I want to be able to see something that is going to be catchy, something that will grip me immediately and put me in a position where I would want to actually click on the link and go to your YouTube channel to see the actual full video. So it's very important to make sure that you're producing high quality videos. So in order to be able to do so, first you need to have a camera, which I'm using currently, the Lumix G7. It's not the greatest, especially when it comes to autofocus. And in instances where you're shooting alone, like myself, it's not great because sometimes I shoot a video and then I later on realize that I'm out of focus. So basically you can check my previous video, you would realize that at a point it basically lost focus. So I was a bit blurry, but I am sure that you guys wouldn't really mind about that. You'd actually want to watch the video to have that kind of education or something, but that is something you would have to note. Nonetheless, you need some kind of microphone to be able to actually speak and have good audio for people to be able to listen to, or something that people can actually listen to. And that is with respect to the camera, with respect to the microphone, and then the last thing is a tripod, somewhere you can actually place the camera. Now I did learn from when I wanted to start, I did see some examples where people were actually using stacks of books and they basically placed the camera on those stacks of books and shoot, and the videos were quite okay. So at the end of the day, that is something you can look into if you're not really in a position to be able to purchase a tripod now. I'm planning on getting one later in the future, a better one than what I have, because what I have is for photography, not for videos. So when I'm shooting a video, for instance, when I was making a video of the Volkswagen, whenever I'm trying to pan the camera, it jerks because it's not meant for that purpose. So that is something to also take note of. With that being said, the other thing is you need light. And if you really want to know what kind of light that I'm using currently to be able to light up myself, you can check my previous video. It's going to basically tell you exactly the kind of light that I bought, and if you think you'll be able to produce or you want to produce this kind of lighting in your videos, that is something you can look into. But basically, yeah, something simple, just to give me better lighting and make the videos look better and have higher quality, because then I can shoot at lower ISOs and you can actually see the quality grow. So basically that's with respect to gear. That is the camera, microphone, some kind of form of a stand where you can place your camera to have it stabilized, and then also some source of light to be able to light up your videos. And then we go to the next part, which has to do with editing your video. So in my case, as I explained previously, I'm using a MacBook and I'm using iMovie. Now this is a free application that comes on Mac, so it gives me the opportunity to easily just cut my videos, add a little bit tweaks of the lighting. If it's too dark, make it a little bit brighter. If it's something wrong, I can easily edit that and just fix the video in general. and then just upload it. Now, considering I'm just starting up, I'm not planning on learning how to be able to do serious kind of video editing for now, but later in the future I'm planning to maybe go into Final Cut just to understand exactly how the software works and learn a few tricks to be able to use that, because I know that with that, it gives me the opportunity to be able to do the video properly with respect to editing, unlike the iMovie, because it's very simple and straightforward. So now it comes down to integrating it onto your channel. Now, with respect to that, if you check out I think the second video, or I'm just gonna bring a pop-up here, you can check that video out where I was talking about how to create a YouTube channel, and in order to be able to create it, it gives you the opportunity to basically put links to other social media platforms that you own. So basically, once you upload a video, you can actually just post a link, repost it on Twitter, on Facebook, on Pinterest. Basically, they're endless. Almost all the social media platforms, you can be able to post something there, some kind of information or a photograph or something where people would be able to see maybe a brief part of it. You don't necessarily need to post the full video, but basically you can post just maybe the first 10 seconds or 30 seconds of the video, or maybe a minute of the video, just giving information as to what exactly it is that you're doing, and in so doing causing people to basically transition from that particular platform to your YouTube channel to try to understand exactly what you're trying to speak about. Nonetheless, in order for you to be able to do something like this quite well, first you need to have steps that you need to take in order for you to be able to have that. So first, your video, mostly it's advised that within the first 5 seconds of the video, people should be able to pause on your video. First, it has to do with the energy level that you're going to be putting into the video. So if I come and I'm like, "What's up, guys?" the energy that is going to be there is going to boost you, and you're going to pause and try to see what it is about that I'm trying to say. Secondly, it's also important to make sure that within the first part of the video, you're able to disclose exactly what the video is going to be about, the main idea behind that particular video. Because then if people are interested in such a topic, it's going to push them to be able to go and watch the video that you are going to be uploading on your YouTube channel. So once they see the first part of the video, having that information there, they basically go into your YouTube channel to check it out. So basically that is one thing that you need to also take note of. Alright guys, so basically that's gonna be it for this video, and if you really like the video, don't forget to smash and destroy the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing so that you have access to the videos that I'm gonna be uploading, and also hit the notification bell icon so that whenever I make another upload, you get notified and be able to check out that video. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.